Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another casted game for Age of Empires 4, and today we have something interesting. We've got a new map which brings new strategies. We've got 3DB playing in the south in blue as the Mongols. And in the northeast in green we have Soldier playing as the Abbasid dynasty. The map is called Woodwall, and as the name suggests, there is a wooden wall in between two cliffs, and on the other side of that cliff we have entrances, pathways if you will, to each other's bases. It's an interesting map. We've got sacred sites on either side as well. And it's very interesting because it offers two potentials. If you can get the walls up on either side, that can offer some potential for turtling and booming away, getting the economy rolling. But you have to be careful because the wood wall in the middle can be chopped through. That can offer a direct access to your opponent's base right into the heart of it. And not to mention as well, the sacred site placement on the edges means that if you do get the walls up, and if you capture the sacred sites, your opponent may be struggling to decap that if they're facing aggression through the middle. So we shall see how this one pans out. The Mongols are known to be very aggressive, and since the new patch they get a new Gur to start off the game, which will offer a bit of an economy boost, that's for sure, to be able to gather that gold a lot faster. And effectively saves 50 wood on building a Gur, and it means that 3DB and the Mongols will be getting rolling a little bit quicker, going up with the deer stones to the feudal age. Now the Abbasid dynasty have got the House of Wisdom going up with the economic wing as expected, and then likely to be getting fresh foodstuffs, which reduces the production cost of villagers by 50%, effectively getting two for the price of one. So it wouldn't be surprising to see a second town centre for Soldier coming up, but we see 3DB as usual with the Ovu gathering that stone, and we'll see where he transitions the villagers to after he's hit the feudal age. What kind of strategies he's going for. Is he going to go for a relatively aggressive build, or is he going to be playing a bit more of a boomy approach with the Mongols, which isn't all that typical? But, well, when we see 3DB play, you can't really predict too much because he is such a kind of... he's just strategy connoisseur, I'll say. He comes up with new strategies, new ideas, things we've never seen before, and that's why I love casting his games. Scout now coming through for Soldier, going to be having quite a few sheep there, but going past the Gur, the villagers there for 3DB going to be taking some of those sheep out, and that's a bit painful for Soldier. He loses 3 sheep, and not only that, right next to the Gur, the villagers could actually gather that food. That's a lot of food, guys. That's, 750 food. That's just been taken off Soldier and that Scout. Pretty painful. Villagers now going towards the wood line, going to be starting to get that central wood. Probably going to be dropping a Gur there. He can afford it just about. Just needs one more drop off of wood and he can do it. Actually, no, he can afford it already, actually. Yeah, he can afford it already. He's going to be dropping that Gur down. Now, the Abbasid dynasty. Typical build here. 4 villagers on gold, or 3 plus the 1 building. Quite a few villagers on wood. I suspect we'll be looking to get that second town centre. Does have a few villagers on sheep. Alright, quite a few villagers now for 3DB going towards the wood wall. We're chopping that wood. Alright, both players now in the feudal age. 4.5 minutes on the clock roughly. Alright, stable going down for the Abbasid dynasty, looking to get some horsemen on the field. We'll give them some early map control and the barracks as well, so you see the Abbasid dynasty going relatively aggressive in the production buildings, suspecting an early aggression from the Mongols. Wow, that's a lot of villagers going on wood now. Total of 17. I suspect 3DB may be looking to get a second town centre. Kind of only be the only explanation here, really. Khan harassing the villagers on the wood line. Soldier's going to have to pull that villager back to the town centre. And will Soldier get his own back here? Actually, he's going to send some villagers to take the sheep. Just going to get his payback there. Picks up 2. So, picks up 2. Loses 1 in total because it was 3 he lost earlier. And now the hardened Khan is going to be backing off, but constantly firing those arrows on the villagers. Horsemen and try and narrow the gap, and the horsemen will be faster, so we'll catch up. And now we're approaching 500 wood for 3DB. Getting a barracks as well for defense. He suspects it will be a bit of aggression here because of the stable. Gonna get that barracks preemptively to get some spearmen on the field and protect his economy. Now, what's quite interesting on this map is that there's quite a few berry patches. There's 2 further berry patches on the main side of Soldier, and then there's 2 berry patches on either side of the cliff. There's one there, and there's another there. Same on the other side. Bit of aggression on the wood line. Spearman does come out though, so Soldier won't be able to get any value there. Putting an outpost as well, 3DB. He wants to protect this economy. He's got a lot of villagers here, so he certainly doesn't want to get that area exposed too badly. And the horsemen are going to continue to chase down the Khan. The Khan may be taken out here actually. Just probably one more hit will do it. And we shall see that Khan go down. The Khan has been killed for the Mongols. Successfully chased down by that horseman, and you can see horseman and spearman going around the walls now, the cliffs on the right side. Going to put some pressure. Spearman going on towards the gold mine. There's no villages there. There's a second town center for 3DB. Going to be building that economy. Rather strangely, there's no second town center for Soldier at the moment. He's looking to be very aggressive, and it's actually 3DB that's booming it up a little bit. Again, it's not something we often see 3DB do, but on a map like this, sometimes you feel like you have no choice. 29 villagers to 26. Which again is rather surprising considering, well, they're both onto one town centre. Quite a few villagers now going towards the second berry patch. Wolf is going to be chomping away at those villagers though. Continues to produce horsemen and spearmen and an archery range, so the Abbasid dynasty going from one of each production building, going to be aggressive in the feudal age, looking to try and do some damage, building up quite a large army here. Got the camel archer as well. Golden Age Tier 1 activated for the Abbasid dynasty. Archery range being put down by the Aoe4 for the Mongols, played by 3DB. And there's not a lot of damage that Soldier can do here, not with the town centre and the outpost there for protection. Again, it's going quite heavy on wood here, 3DB. Garrisoning is going to be picking off one villager. Oh, that's very painful for Soldier. Has to delete that outpost. Doesn't get that out. And loses a villager to the cause. Things looking good here for 3DB so far. Has the villager lead with 2 town centres. Villagers now being sent over to more berries, I suspect. Or is it the gold? He might be going for a fast castle, possibly. It does indeed seem like the Abbasid dynasty is going for the fast castle. Got a decent amount of food, is on a timer. Oh, loses a camel archer for free as well. That's a very expensive unit to lose for free. And just there's nothing that Soldier can really damage with here. Not unless he gets some rams out, potentially. But he's opting to go for the castle age instead. The Khan comes out for the Mongols. He regenerates. He comes back. Interesting. He puts a scouting falcon. Just gives them vision for a period of time there. Very nice bonus for the Mongol civilization, the scouting falcon. As you can see, it releases a falcon that provides vision in the area for 30 seconds. And we do see Soldier creeping towards that castle age. Be interesting to see what his army composition will be after that when he does hit the castle age. Ger being moved forward towards the woodline, just to increase the efficiency for the drop-off point just a bit more. And you can see a double archery range coming down now for 3DB. And there is the gong up. That is the signal for the Soldier to get up to the next stage. Going up with the military wing. Not often seen as a second wing to be going up with. Often it's the culture wing. But the military wing itself enables boot camp and camel rider shields and camel support. Khan spotting out the villagers. Soldier going forwards to the side. Neutral berries. Going to get an outpost and the mill there. That will offer a decent amount of food income for him. As you can see, 3DB getting a lot of units now on the field for the defensive approach. But he's getting closer and closer towards his opponent through the wood, chopping through. But 3DB is very far away from that castle age. He's committing quite hard to the feudal age. But of course his economy is so much better at the moment. 47 villagers to 34. That'll pay back for itself relatively soon. And that's what the Abbasid dynasty will need to be worried about. He's trailing behind a lot in economy. 4 villagers being sent out to the woodline again. But he has no vision here. Soldier has no vision on the central wood wall. That's an issue. The Khan may be picked off again by another horseman. Looks like Soldier might be opting for a second town centre of his own, or maybe even a keep drop. I suspect it's going to be a keep drop, because he's already quite far behind. He's on a bit of a timer here. And I think he knows it, knowing that his opponent's on 2 town centres. Plenty of pastures there. Gathering the sheep, the food income is going to be very, very nice and secure for 3DB there. It is all in one place though, so it could be easily raidable, especially with the fact that the Mongols don't get any walls. We shall see how this pans out. Castle Age will be coming in for Soldier. It enables him to get up some mosques and perhaps thinking about getting some of those relics. 3DB heading back with his army. No upgrades coming in for Soldier just yet for his army. Let's go for Man-at-Arms, that's why. It looks like it's going to be Barracks playing Man-at-Arms for the Abbasid dynasty. He's got 260 stone, which we'll see if he drops off and builds another town centre, whether he goes for a keep. Third town centre going down for 3DB. He is on a mission. Get that economy rolling, and he's got a strong economy already. And he's going to be even further behind to get up the Castle Age, but as long as he can survive, he will be absolutely fine, because the economy will be kicking in that mid Castle Age, well, for mid Castle Age for Soldier anyway, that kind of time frame. And as long as he can survive, when Castle Age does come in for 3DB, he will have a mammoth economy behind it. Plenty of stables going down, plenty of production buildings. Certainly the numbers will be in favour for 3DB in terms of the army numbers. Quality is a different story. Be Castle Age versus Feudal Age for quite some time now. Especially with the lack of gold. Okay, we see some Man-at-Arms being added into the mix. Yeah, it does look like soldiers waiting on that stone for the keep. 3DB looking strong here with the economy, but it does need to survive with his army. It is a bit tricky for Soldier because it's not easy to access your opponent unless you chop through the middle. There's no real direct route. You have to go around the sides, and that's quite a bit of a journey. You see some Man-at-Arms coming up from the barracks on the sides as well, so kind of proxy based there a little bit. There's plenty of archers being built and trained for 3DB, so should have the army to deal with this. Keeping some horsemen on the west side just for some scouting, I suspect. Yep, sending some through. Maybe even some raiding could happen with that. But look at the number of stables that 3DB has at the moment. 5 of them. Obviously not able to sustain the production, but he will be soon with the number of villages that he has. More pastures coming down. Secure that food income, and now Soldier's going to try and push through. Doesn't really have a window to attack just yet. The trouble is, every second that he waits, 3DB gets stronger with the Feudal Age army. Plenty of archers, 25 of them. Going to be able to kite some of the Man-at-Arms. There we are. They only kind of tickle them. It's going to take a lot of shots against the Man-at-Arms, but the sheer numbers will be high for 3DB, and he is in no pressure to attack, benefiting from the YAM network movement speed. Means that he could dictate the pace of the fight at least, or at least have the defender's advantage, and Soldier does back off. Blacksmith is being put down for 3DB, looking to get those upgrades. That's going to be quite key and critical. If he can get Steeled Arrow, that'll certainly help his cause. A new Khan rises. 14 minutes into the game. And quite the army building up for Soldier now on the right side. Let's take a look at the numbers though. 80 villages for 3DB, 47 for Soldier. 55 military for 3DB, 42 for Soldier. Of course, Soldier has the stronger army, but has to be said, it's not often you see Mongols out echoing the Abbasid dynasty. The Khan goes down again, holy moly. It's probably like the 3rd or 4th time in this game. See, lots of horsemen. Scout being put in the stealth forest as well, giving that extra vision. It's very important. Soldier looking to see if he can get some eco damage. Keeping an eye on the deer patches if they're taken. There are 2 lancers in the mix as well. So quite some heavy armoured units with Man-at-Arms and lancers. Oh, Mangonel has been built on this field, so Soldier could be aggressive here. In the middle, getting even closer to chopping through. The horsemen do cycle around and get some raiding. Do pick off some villagers. Camel Archer goes down. Very expensive unit. A horseman goes down as well. Mangonel gets a shot off on the scout. Just makes the presence known. The horseman going to cycle through. Going to be able to pick off this Mangonel. If he picks it up for free, that would be a bit of a devastating blow. Soldier will not want to lose that Mangonel for free, and that's for sure. Expensive investment. Horseman for 3DB taking a terrible fight from the Spearman. Spearman will be clearing that up. And 3DB hasn't noticed. He's probably going to lose everything here. In the middle, in the stealth forest, the Mangonel edging forward dangerously. But just the one Mangonel, if it does get sniped, it's on pretty low health now. Only 45 HP. A couple of horsemen diving that. Should be able to pick that off. 3DB edging closer and closer to that Castle Age though. 49 economy versus 93. The military numbers certainly in the favor for 3DB, and 3DB doesn't have any only siege engineering. Actually, no, it doesn't have any upgrades here for the blacksmith just yet. 3DB. There it is. No, he does. We was looking at the wrong thing. He has a steel arrow. I was a bit surprised there not to see upgrades, but he does have some indeed. Mangonel gets some couple of fires off there, but kind of a split army is kind of what 3DB wants here. Mangonels do get a shot off on the archers. A decent shot, but not quite enough that he wanted. The Mangonel will be going down to the spearmen. The spearmen rush in. The numbers here just too great here for 3DB. Going to be kiting his man-at-arms. Man-at-arms taking a lot of the, soaking up a lot of the arrow fire though. Spearmen on the front line, going to be acting as a meat shield for those archers to fire in from behind. A new Khan does rise and adds to the fight. And now Soldier has to back off. Can't take the fight. The numbers advantage clearly in the favour of 3DB. He's floating quite a bit of wood. Might be looking to convert that into siege when he gets to the castle age, but he is still in the feudal age 3DB. That is a big decisive factor. A lot of horsemen, just the sheer number of units here for the Mongols. Going to be pushing the man-at-arms away. Interesting, 3DB pushing this back, and the Soldier not deciding to fight. He does turn around and fight now. Man-at-arms get some good hits, but he's going to continue to back off. I don't think he's comfortable taking the fight. His position here on the front lines going to be under threat. Villagers there going to be taken out on the berry bushes if he doesn't stand and fight, and a couple of archer rangers going down on the front line as well. Man-at-arms are starting to push back, but the sheer number of archers here are looking to do good work against those man-at-arms. Harden Khan uses, I think it's probably the attack speed arrow. We didn't actually see which one it was, but I suspect it will be. The Khan has been killed again. And we see something crazy here. He's chopping through. 3DB is actually chopping through. Soldier is actually chopping through the exact spot area as well. And 3DB is going to be through in that center area as well. He might be looking to raid and attack through the middle. There's not a lot of defenses there. In fact, there's no defensive there for Soldier. That is a big, big problem. It does secure the right side of Sacred Site. Horsemen cycling through, looking to idle the economy. There is the Castle Age for 3DB. Getting an outpost on that wood. Going to secure that central wood wall. Outpost will be going on the right side. Two of them already there. Horsemen in large numbers now. Let's take a look at the military camp. Villagers going through the wood line there to build that outpost. Population pretty crazy. Double the amount of military almost. And now 3DB has got a second town centre himself. Going to be trying to catch up, or at least reduce the gap, or at least the widening of the gap, because of course both players now are on two town centre. Getting a farming economy up and rolling. Horseman going around the back, looking to get some damage on the wood line. Might be able to pick off a village or two, but doesn't manage to. Soldier is wise to the ruse. He reacts pretty quickly. And now we can see 3DB actually putting a lot of pressure down the middle, which Soldier should be aware of, because he sees his villagers being taken down there. There is a Springald emplacement in that outpost. Archers down the middle. This could become a problem for Soldier, that is for sure. He's bringing his army towards the middle now, because that's where the pressure is going to come forward from. And there's a lot of economy here to be disrupted, and the Mongols are going to be aggressive. We shall see how he plays this one out, how much he commits to the middle. He's actually sending his archers down the right side now. I think the Abbasid dynasty looking to get the walls up, needs to protect this position, doesn't want to leave himself exposed too quickly, too much. But with Castle Age now in for the Mongols with the massive amount of economy, he's going for siege workshops. Let's just see what army he's looking to get. He's upgrading units, upgrading to veteran of the archers and the spearmen. You see the veteran archers going around the right side, looking just to disrupt the economy here. Not much value to be had. Does deny the walls though, that's quite significant. Horsemen around the back, attacks the wood line. One relic is being pulled back in. Soldier does have 3 of the relics, but he's going to be under pressure here in the Castle Age. Horsemen fighting each other underneath the town centre. 3DB pulls back from that position. The archers there going to be starting to be pressured on the right side by some spearmen, but a couple of man-at-arms as well. Get the feeling 3DB will look to just to micro this down a little bit. And he backs off. He's going down the centre. Oh my god, it's going to be town centre drop. 3DB pushing 2 town centres. 3DB bringing back the Mongols town centre drop. We've seen this before in the early stages of the Age of Empires 4 scene and the game. And it's going to be a town centre drop for 3DB and the Mongols midway into the Castle Age. Both town centres being brought through. Going to add in the town centre arrow fire as the position to fight from. And Lance is going through, spearmen as well. Not enough army here for Soldier. Doesn't have the economy to back this up. 61 military versus 55. But the issue is the economy. Once 3DB if he takes out a lot of the army for Soldier, Soldier will have difficulty in replacing it. Does have a lot of man-at-arms though. A couple of lancers just harassing some of the villagers on the farms. And now 3DB having complete control of the wood on the map in the center. And this is a problem for Soldier. He's going to have to try and do something about this. I'm not sure what he can do. He's got a couple of archers. Does manage to take out that lancer harassing the villagers on the farms. And now Soldier is struggling to keep his villagers on the berries alive. Does get a surround though nicely on 3DB's army. Does take care of that on the right side. The walls have now gone up. Offers a little bit of protection there for Soldier. On the left side, a step redoubt being moved over towards the gold vein. But in the center, this is where the mayhem is. This is where the two town centers are there for 3DB. Continuously producing villagers, having complete access to the wood. Siege being built. Mangonels. Mangonels galore. 4 mangonels. Holy moly. Soldier looking to push us back, but if he's going to fight, he's going to have to fight against the town center. There are mangonels there as well, getting the shots fired off on the House of Wisdom. Actually, it's actually the lumber camp they're going for, but if the mangonels fire on the infantry, and they do, they're going to cause a lot of damage. And Soldier rushing in, going to try and desperately take out the mangonels, but he's going to get some casualties, that's for sure. A lot of the archers there, oh, that is absolute bloodbath. Archers do get taken out there. That was a crazy mangonel shot, and the mangonels are staying alive. Villagers look to be repairing, I suspect. Yep, that is indeed happening. The mangonels staying alive, 4 of them. They're just not being able to take them down. And this is a problem for Soldier in the Abbasid dynasty. So many casualties, but very little gain. 1 mangonel does eventually go down, but 3 are left, and Soldier's lost all his army. 65 military versus 22 Soldier in a spot of bother here, fighting underneath the town center as well. That's a great staging ground for 3DB to fight from, and Soldier's looking in trouble. He's going to be even further aggressive with the town center. 3DB, a second town center drop going on the farms. They're going to deny the food eco. 3DB is going hyper aggressive here, taking no prisoners, and the second town center, they're going straight to the town center for Soldier. I don't know if this is a meme or if this is what's going on here, but it does have 9 archers garrisoned in, and it's just going to protect this wood wall so well. So many outposts as well. Soldier's going to run out of wood, that's for sure. Once this wood is gone, there's going to be no way back into the game for him. He's not going to be able to produce units or seed any more farms, and with 3 mangonels on the field still, that's going to be a problem. Farms are being taken out. Precious farming economy for the Abbasid dynasty. 24 minutes into the game almost. And a couple of outposts being placed by Soldier, trying to stem the flow. Has a trebuchet. Has a trebuchet of his own from that siege workshop. Might be able to push something back. But it's going to need some springles. It's going to be careful to not take too many mangonel fire shots. So he's losing farms left, right, center. And don't forget, with the Mongols bonus, he's getting the raiding bounty. Every farm he destroys, he gets further food and gold, and that's really key. Makes things snowball a little bit. He's repairing his mangonels as well. 3 mangonels, 2 rams, and a counterweight. Oh, sorry, traction trebuchet. Trebuchet is going to start firing on the town centers, and this is becoming a problem for Soldier. Not able to stem the flows, building up a large army, maybe for one last fight. But this looks to be a very precarious position. Archers there underneath the town center. Again, Soldier struggling to push forward because of the town center arrow fire. And the sacred site has been captured on the left side for 3DB. Plenty of gold income. Holy moly, a lot of villagers there protected by outposts. Town center moving around on the right side again, adding even more map control. And Trebuchet is going to look to do some damage, but mangonels there. How do you even deal with this? Going to need some mass siege, mass springles. Quite a few archers there being hunted down by the spearmen and horsemen. The town center going on the right side there, and there is the GG. Holy moly. Soldier taps out. He's had enough. The Mongols town center drop is back with 3DB, showing us new ways to play the Mongols civilization in the year 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed this castle game, and if you did, do give it a thumbs up. Take care, and see you next time.